In this video, we're going to talk about research and how you can stay on a budget if you're a lower spender or even a mid spender. So stick around, let's get it. Welcome back to CO Gaming, and today we are going to be talking about some research. So I'm going to kind of break down exactly what you would need to do if you're a low spender or a mid spender and what you should prioritize over anything else to kind of keep the ball rolling and possibly get to those higher researches in time for your season one to end. But with that being said, let's just kind of jump into this. So everybody knows it's just not possible to be a low end spender or even probably a mid spender and get T5s in your first season. We all know this. So how good can your account be by the end of your season one? So here's some tips to kind of help with this. First and foremost, we're going to start off with your VIP. So the importance of VIP, especially early, is you're going to want to get to VIP 8 at least, because this unlocks your second research queue and is going to help you tremendously. It's going to speed things up so you can get some of those premium researches done to help with other things. So get that VIP 8. I would suggest putting whatever gems you muster up along the way, starting off, and put everything into VIP until you get 8. That's the best piece of advice, and that's where everybody should start out. Moving forward, then you get into your research and what you should do and what you should prioritize here. So the priority should be, your ecotech. Economy is everything. You have to have this entire tree done anyway to get those higher researches in your military. But that being said, what you should prioritize first is getting your build speed done and your research speed done. So find the quickest path to get the scholarship done and your architecture done first. That way you get faster builds and faster researches, because this is going to give you buffs overall. As you can tell, just scholarship 1, once it's maxed out at 5 for 5, gives you an extra 10%. And then of course you have architecture 2, that once it's maxed out gives you 35%, and then 1 also gives you a 15% build. This is going to help you with the starting phase of the game with doing your buildings, because you have to level your buildings up to get your research done. So this is going to help tremendously, and this should be your first and foremost primary focus. This is going to allow you to get faster researches and faster builds, which is ultimately going to cost you less speed ups if you're trying to speed through things. That is the goal. Is the quicker you can get it done. And of course, there's a lot of gated things in the research with doing this, because you have to get certain things as you go along, which of course it should be that way. You shouldn't be able to just go down some certain line. So once you have all of your scholarship done as much as possible, just keep focusing on your economy tree. That's ultimately has to be done anyway, so that should be your focus. What I would suggest you doing is take one of your research, put it in your economy, and then start to take the second research queue you have and then go into your military. Start trying to get to those, T2s, and then once you're done with that, it's fairly easy to get to tier 3 troops. It's actually not even all that hard to get to tier 4 troops. It doesn't take a lot of time. I know a couple different free-to-play players that have this done in a significantly easy path. Half a season they had tier 4s unlocked with a very minimum, putting into the game money spent wise. So like, it's something that you can easily do as a free to play player. But a mid spender, you have no problem with this, because when I think of mid spender, I'm thinking, okay, well, this person probably spends $100-$150 a month. That's kind of the general take on a mid spender. It may be a little bit more, it may be a little less. It just depends on the person. But if you're generally putting in $100-$150 a month, you're going to have no problems doing this anyway. So, use those speed ups, kind of get to those tier 4, because, as a mid spender, that's your baseline. That's what you should really be focused on. And it's still going to take you a while to get to those T5s. So focus on putting that one research queue in your economy. Use the other research queue in your military only when you have your scholarship done and your architecture done. That is just going to be the best path you could take, and that's the best tip that I could give you, is because you're ultimately going to save so much time and having this done from the start, that those researches, once you get to the tier 3 and the tier 4 and even progressing towards your tier 5, it's going to make your life so much easier and reduce that time. Yes, it's still a lot of time no matter how you look at it. Some researches are 100 days or more no matter what you do, but think about it, without having all of your scholarship done, you're reducing to 100 days. With all of that done, think about what it is without it. So prioritize your architecture and your scholarship. It's going to help you in building. It's going to help you in research. That should be your main focus. And that's the best advice I can give you. And then once you have that done, split those queues up and you're good to go. But with that being said, if you enjoy this content or you're interested in more content, please subscribe to the channel, smash a like on this video, and if you're interested in joining my Discord, the Discord link is in the description down below. Until next time, it's CO out.